is Reverend Don Lewis coming to you from the beautiful metaverse. And this is Reverend Don's Vlog. And I think I finally have got the hang of the platform. We'll see. That has not always gone well when I've said it before, but I think I do. And today we are going to discuss the idea of self-dedication as a witch. And in the tradition that I come, the Correllian tradition, we have a dedication ceremony for when you become part of the religion, when you become part of the movement. And I'm going to include a link to that ceremony where you can find it online if you're interested in either joining the Correllian tradition or just using the ceremony for yourself. The address is correllian.weebly.com/dedication-ceremony.html. But as I say, I will include a link because that's a lot to remember. And it is the ceremony that we would do for a person who's just beginning their path as a Correllian witch. It's not an initiation. Initiation follows learning. This precedes the learning. This is the very first step that you might want to take after finding you have the interest. And it's a very simple ceremony. It can be done in ways that are either simpler or more complex according to your taste, as with any ceremony. For us, it has a great deal of meaning. It speaks to how we conceive of the universe and is an affirmation of that conception in a ceremonial form. Most of our ceremonies actually do tend to be a statement of what we believe and why, as well as a dedication to that in terms of initiations and dedications. And why would you want to do this? Well, there are a couple of reasons why you might want to make a self-dedication. One of them is that it affirms to yourself that, yes, you are on this path. It tells your inner self that you are making a commitment, and it doesn't have to be a commitment for life, or it can be. That's up to you. This is an easygoing movement. At least Correllian Wicca is an easygoing movement compared to many other religions where if you enter that church, you're there for life, at least theoretically. Our attitude is that this is a broad road that we share with others. And sometimes we share it forever, sometimes we share it for a short time, sometimes people come on the road, go off and come back, and these are all good. Sometimes you need something just for a certain point in your life. Although I find, certainly for me, it is the path of my life, and I know many people for whom that is true. But if someone makes a choice to go to another path, there's nothing wrong with that. But also, one of the things that makes this path unique is that if you do study another path, you don't have to leave this one. We are not an exclusive religion. You can study anything you want and still be in this religion, this movement, whether we're talking about Correllian Wicca, whether we're talking about the witchcraft movement as a whole. Although certain traditions have different opinions, the movement as a whole is not exclusive, and the person can grow as they wish to grow, as they need to grow. But when you undertake a dedication ceremony, you're telling your higher self that, yes, you are doing this particular path at this time. You're making both an internal and an external commitment. And that can have a distinct effect on what comes to you and how you react to it. So I recommend it if you're interested in pursuing this path, that you undertake a ceremony such as this. Again, if you wish to join the Correllian tradition, you could use this ceremony specifically. And there's also an application on the same website under applications to enter the outer court officially, which is the general membership. Or you can simply dedicate yourself. And if you're not looking for the Correllian path, the ceremony might still suit your needs. It is important, I think, when you make a dedication to study something, that you, in fact, dedicate that you're going to do so. So I recommend the ceremony, and I think that you will find it helpful, and I'm happy to share it with you. And as I say, the ceremony reaffirms an important part of our understanding of the universe. And I guess I will explain that, because it centers around the idea of the eternal flame, which is the spark of life, the spark of the divine, which is in all things. And this is the heart of the ancient maxim, as above, so below, because that which is above, deity, is within everything created. everything created reflects deity. And if you want to learn about deity, you can learn about deity by observing literally anything, because deity is in it. If you know how to look at it, you will always see deity. So that's my commentary on self-dedication. And if you want to learn more about witchcraft, in addition to watching the vlog, we have a whole school, witchschool.com, where we have all kinds of different lessons, including Correllian degree lessons. But not exclusively that. We have lessons on psychic abilities, on all kinds of different magical paths, and even on history. And regarding the Correllian degree lessons, the thing that I think makes them particularly good is that they have a very strong emphasis on psychic development. And psychism and magic are really the same thing. They're two different ways of using the same energies. So if you develop one, you're developing the other. And we have a systemic system for developing psychic ability that I think would benefit any person. And the other thing is we are very heavy on shadow work, because you really should not go heavily into psychic work without also doing shadow work, because the shadow is the thing that you don't see about yourself. But by working with that, you can avoid crossed wires, where you think you want one thing but you really want another, or you have limiting ideas or expectations. You can address those through shadow work, which will make your magic and your psychism both much more effective. So I recommend witchschool.com. I recommend the self-dedication ceremony, which you can find at the address that I gave. And I recommend Reverend Don's Book of Questions from 10 years of doing this vlog. And I hope that if you enjoyed the vlog, you'll hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, please put them in the comments section and I will address them. And until next time, may you blessed be.